Alright, what is up, everybody? What's going on?
We're opening a golden box.
It's not too bad, though. Okay. Alright, today we got
a golden mystery box.
It's not a mystery box, you weirdo.
Look at the bottom.
Okay, let's look at the bottom. What is it? You can see what it is. What is it?
Cards.
Cards. What type of cards is it?
I don't know.
What type of cards is it?
I don't know.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Let's open it. Jojo.
Oh my god.
Jojo. Alright, so what should we start with? So at the top, you already see we have Exodia, we have Electromagnetic Turtle, and we have Magician of Black Chaos, which all three cards are amazing. But
Have to open them.
oh wow, it comes with that's like extra deck? Okay, cool. Cool!
Yeah.
Right.
I saw something on the back. Look. Yugi.
Oh, cool. We had to change the cameras. At least now I'll be able to show you guys just a little bit better. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't see that one. Alright, I'm going to go over this first pack just a little bit more. The reason that we have polymerization in the deck is going to be because of Gaia. You got Gaia. The Dragon Champion, Gaia the Dragon Champion, is a fusion between Gaia the Fierce Knight and Curse of Dragon, which both of them should be in the deck here. Yep, okay, we got Gaia the Fierce Knight, bada bing, Gaia the Fierce Knight, I'm sorry, you guys, there you go, boom, and then Curse of Dragon, which is awesome, boom. And then a card that's not so common to people nowadays, but was super common to Yugi back in the TV show, was a Catapult Turtle.
Hey Dad, look!
Which,
actually put in the card!
Hey, it's funny because it's green, so it's see-through on my damn screen, and I don't even have the green screen.
He's actually holding the card. That's cool.
Once per turn, you contribute one monster and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attributed monster's attack on the field. Obviously, they overused it in the anime. So we also have the Eye of Truth, which is the Eye of Truth. Your opponent must keep their hand revealed during each of your opponent's standby phases. If they have a spell card in their hand, they gain 1,000 life points. I don't get why this is a good card. It's really not. It's kind of trash, but whatever. Shift is when your opponent targets exactly one monster you control and no other cards for an attack or with a spell trap effect, target another monster you control that would be an appropriate target. That's attack, spell trap, now targets the new target instead of your monster. That's pretty cool. Karibo is very popular when it comes down to Yugi. Yugi had a lot of fun with Karibo, so pretty dope. Spell Shattering Arrow, which I don't remember this card that well, but destroys many face-up spell cards your opponent controls as possible. If you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each. So that's pretty dope. That's a pretty dope card. I think we pretty much went over everything inside of this. Obviously, you got Mammoth Graveyard, which he used in twisted ways. I don't remember him using Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. Let me try and get that. I can't get it. Cannot be normal summon. Must be supposed to summon from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard, which you can do with this deck. Target one monster on the field, banish that target face up. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. If the attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle after damage calculation, it makes the second attack in a row. So that's pretty good. Pretty cool effects.
This one's great.
Dark Magician, which is his faithful companion. Dark Magician. And then Dark Magician Girl. On to pack 2. Pack 2 of the Golden Sarcophagus. So I'm pretty sure this is the Battle City one. If you ever watch the show, then you'll know about the Battle City duels. Alright, so starting off right off the rip, we see Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior. Valkyria and the Maggot Warrior cannot be normal summoned set. Must be special summoned by. And now this in Duel Links has actually become more of a popular deck. So you guys who are playing Duel Links and do play Duel Links with me will see that these cards are actually pretty popular now. Must be summoned by attributing 1 alpha, beta, and gamma from your hand or your side of the field and tribute this card. Then 1 alpha, beta, and gamma. And you target those in your graveyard and special summon those targets. Pretty OP card. I don't know if you remember, but he actually beat a certain somebody using these. I won't spoil it if you're getting into it. Dark Magician. This is actually Arcana's version of the Dark Magician. Awesome. Here we got Dark Magician Girl, but it has a different type of prismatic gloss to it, but it's nice. I like it. Another Swords of the Revealing Light, also with a nice shine to it. Mirror Force, he kept that with him. Nice little prismatic shine to that. We got Buster Blader. Buster Blader again. I believe he had that in the last one. Archfiend of Gilfer. Archfiend of Gilfer. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, equip the target with this card. That monster loses 500 attack while equipped to this card. So, pretty good. You got Jack's Knight, which is very cool, right? Queen's Knight, which is also very, very cool. And then King's Knight, who is also very, very cool, and they were all part of a thing. When this card, King's Knight effect, when this card is normal summoned while you control Queen's Knight, you can special summon the Jack's Knight. So if you have Queen's Knight, and I believe the anime did a pretty good job at keeping that together. But when you have Queen's Knight out on the field and you normal summon King's Knight, you can get Jack's Knight to the field. Yugi used this so many times to summon Slifer or his other Egyptian gods. It's really cool. Baphomet. When this card is normal, special summon, or flip summoned, you can add 1 Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, from your deck to your hand. So he would use Baphomet to get Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, which he also used a lot. And I wonder if they're going to have the polymerization and the and the polymerization summon in the deck too. You got Alpha, which we talked about.
Alpha Lexicron.
We got Beta, the Magnet Warrior. And we also have Gamma, the Magnet Warrior as well. So we got Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, all for Valkyrion. So that's pretty awesome. Big Shield Gardener, who he used all the time in defense position. Karibo, once again, who he was going to use Karibo anyway. Monster Reborn. Okay, Dark Magic Curtain. I actually really like this card a lot. Dark Magic Curtain. Pay half of your life points. Special summon 1 Dark Magician from your deck. You cannot summon other monsters the turn that you activate this card, but you can set. So you can set. Remember that you can set, but you can't summon. 1,000 Knives. 1,000 Knives. Magic Formula, Magical Dimension. We got Magical Dimension. Okay. Anyway, Magical Dimension. If you control a spellcaster type monster, target 1 monster you control, tribute that target, then special summon 1 spellcaster type from your hand, then you can destroy 1 monster on the field. Very, very overpowered card. Very awesome card. Diffusion Wave Motion is also in this deck. Pay 1,000 life points, target 1 level 7 or higher spellcaster type monster you control. This turn, only that monster can attack, and it must attack all monsters your opponent controls. That is awesome. Once each. The effects of effect monsters destroyed by these attacks do not activate and are negated. So once again, a very overpowered card. Diffusion Wave Motion. Awesome. Double Spell, which I really like the artwork of this one. This one's actually really cool. Discard 1 spell card, then target 1 spell card in your opponent's graveyard. Place the target in the appropriate zone on your side of the field, and as this card's effect resolution, follow its card text as if you had used it yourself. Huh. Double Spell. Double Spell. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like the artwork of that one. Got Pot of Greed. Pot agreed. Poggers. Awesome. Card destruction. Each player discards their entire hand, then draws the same number of cards that they discarded. I cannot remember how many times this card was used in the TV show, but it was. Exchange is another one that you've seen quite a bit in the anime. Both players reveal their hands and add one card from each other's hand to their hand. So many cards. So many times this card was used. Monster recovery. Obviously. Monster recovery. Everybody knows what that is. Polymerization. Yes. Which means if they have polymerization, then they have the other card that I'm going to be looking for. Defusion. Defusion. Which he only used a couple times. Target one fusion monster on the field, return that target to the extra deck, and then all of the fusion material monsters that were used for his fusion summon are in your graveyard. You can special summon all of them. It was only used a couple times in the anime, but still, pretty cool card. It's got multiply again. Both decks had multiply. Magical hats again. He really loves his magical hats. Also, he loves his magic cylinder. I really like magic cylinder. When an opponent's monster declares attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack. So, really, really good card. Spellbinding Circle, which he did use quite a few times, actually, now that I think about it. Activate this card by targeting one monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack or change its battle position. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. So, Spellbinding Circle. Essentially can't move. Light Force Sword, which he used a few times, actually. Chain Destruction, which he used which is weird, because he used Chain Destruction with Light Force Sword in one of the things in Battle City. I thought that was pretty weird, but when a monster with 2,000 or less attack is summoned, target one of them, destroy all cards with that name in the controller's hand. So, pretty cool. Chain Destruction. Soul Rope. Don't remember this one. When a monster you control is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, except during the damage effect, pay 1,000 life points to summon one level 4 monster from your deck. So it's actually pretty cool. Soul Rope. Not too bad. Tragedy. Everybody knows what Tragedy is, especially if you're playing Duel Links. Some people use it in certain decks. Tragedy. When a face-up attack position monster your opponent controls is changed to face-up defense position, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls. So, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Last, but not least, the one that I was actually looking at that I was hoping they had in the deck, which they do, is Boom, Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, which they do have it. It's the fusion monster between Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, and Beformat. This card is always treated as a Phantom Beast card. When this card is destroyed, you can target one Beformat or one Gazelle of the King of Mythical Beasts in your graveyard, special summon that target. So he used this so many times. Such a good card. Such a good card. And then, of course, it promotes Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Here you go. For you. Yeah. And now,
look, I got 2 of them.
We're going to move on to the next. Alright, so starting off in this deck, we start off with Magician of Black Chaos. Obviously, it's prismatic, super nice looking, actually. I really enjoy the way that he looks. Ritual summoned with Black Magic Ritual. We have the Dark Magician of Chaos in this deck as well, which he also has to be summoned so he has to be special summoned using another card that I'll have to remember. I can't remember what card it is exactly, but Dark Magician of Chaos is also glossy. Alright, Silent Magician level 8, which hopefully they have the rest of the Silent Magicians in there. Alright, so we also have Dark Magician. Dark Magician is in a glossy Dark Magician. Okay, we got Gold Sarcophagus. Banish one card from your deck face up. During your second standby phase after this card's activation, you can add that card to your hand. Golden Sarcophagus is actually pretty popular in some decks and Duel Links right now. Iron. Gandoria, the Dragon of Destruction, also popular in some decks, not really too popular. Cannot be special summoned. You can pay half of your life points, destroy as many cards on the field as possible, and if you do banish them, this card gains 300 attack for each card destroyed this way. Okay, so pretty powerful card. Not used that much though, I'm going to be honest with you. Silent Magician level 4, you need that in order to get the other Silent Magicians. We got Silent Swordsman level 7. Silent Swordsman level 7. Hopefully, yep, okay, they do. Silent Swordsman level 5, they have that as well. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, and then they have Silent Swordsman level 3, which also, boom, need that. Well, you need all of them for your silence. So this is a lot like the silent deck that they came out with in Duel Links, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we got Dark Magician Girl, different art this time. We got Busted Blader. Busted Blader is back in the deck again. The Tricky, which the Tricky is if you can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 card. Pretty powerful card actually. It just came out not too long ago in Duel Links. You guys should remember that one. Jack's Knight, Queen's Knight, King's Knight. Once again, we got those 3 back in this deck. Pretty cool. Now we're gonna add gadgets. Green gadget, red gadget, yellow gadget. Green gadget. When this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 red gadget from your deck to your hand. There is no blue gadget. So green gadget, right? And then you can summon red gadget to your hand. Red gadget, and then red gadget when this is normal or special summon, you can add 1 yellow gadget. So then you go ahead and you put yellow gadget into your hand. Yellow gadget when this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 green gadget, and they essentially work. Yes, you did. They work all together to bring each other to the hand. Then we got Skilled Dark Magician, which obviously everybody knows Skilled Dark Magician. Skilled Dark Magician, each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. When you get 3, you contribute it for a Dark Magician, which very cool. We got Skilled White Magician. Skilled White Magician. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. When that spell card resolves, you contribute this card, and then you can summon a Busted Blader. Same aspect as the Skilled Dark Magician. Alright, we got Blockman. Blockman, I don't really know. You contribute this card, special summon in defense a number of block tokens. Rock type Earth, level 4, attack 1000, defense 1500, equal to the number of turns this card has been face up on your side of the field. These tokens cannot declare an attack. Really, I guess you would use them as tribute, but I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, that's Blockman. We got Marshmallow, which I do not remember at all. Marshmallow, after damage calculation, if card is attacked and was face down at the start of the damage step, the attacking player takes 1000 damage and cannot be destroyed by battle. Wow. Weird card. Okay, we also have Karibo. Once again, he's always going to use his Karibo. Karibo, Monster Reborn, always. Swords of Revealing Light, always. Cards of Sanctity is a new one. Banish all of the cards you control, and in your hand, draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. So, Card of Sanctity, that's actually pretty cool. I haven't seen that one. We have Polly again. I don't know what Polly's going to be for this time. I'm trying to think of what he would use it for. Dark Magic Attack, which is very popular when you're using the Dark Magician, so pretty dope. Magicians Unite, also a very popular card. It has to do if you can with spellcasters, obviously. If you control 2 or more attack position spellcaster type monsters, target one of them, its attack becomes 3000 until the end of this turn. But other spellcaster type monsters you control cannot attack. So pretty powerful. Dedication Through Light and Darkness. Tribute 1 Dark Magician, special summon 1 Dark Magician of Chaos. That is the card that you need to special summon Dark Magician of Chaos from Dark Magician. Right here is Dedication Through the Light and the Dark. Pretty good card. Pretty good when it comes down to wanting to get that out there. Black Magic Ritual. This card is used as a ritual summon Magician of Black Chaos. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total equals 8 or more. So, Black Magic Ritual. Pretty dope card. Tricky spell, I don't know this one. Send one face up the Tricky you control to the graveyard. Special summon Tricky tokens. Spellcaster Wind level 5 in defense position equal to the number of monsters your opponent controls. Holy crap. That is super OP. Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer, add one Buster Blade from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer is popular inside of Duel Links for Buster Blade decks. Marshmallow Glasses, while Marshmallow is in your monster zone, your opponent cannot target other monsters other than Marshmallow for attacks. So you can just have them keep on targeting it. It's a continuous spell. So that's something else. Mirror Force again. We got Magician Circle this time. Pretty cool. Magician Circle. If you don't know Magician Circle is when a spellcaster type monster declares an attack, each player special summons one spellcaster type monster with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in attack position. This works really well with this deck. Alright, we got Shattered Axe, one that I'm not really familiar with. Activate this card by targeting one face-up monster on the field during each of your standby phases. It loses 500 attack. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. Okay, pretty cool. Stronghold the Moving Fortress. While you control green gadget, red gadget, and yellow gadget, this card gains 3,000 attack. So what you want to do is you want to have Stronghold the Moving Fortress. Right? Okay, Stronghold the Moving Fortress, and you also want to have all of the gadgets out on the field at the same time to give it a 3,000 attack, and then attack with this, obviously. Because it becomes a monster. Tiki Soul or Tiki Curse. Remove 2 spell counters from your side of the field and target one Dark Magician or Buster Blade in your graveyard. Special summon that target. That works really well with the skilled Dark Magician and skilled Blue Magician. Either one of those will work. I found what we're polying for, so pretty cool. Actually, really cool. Dark Paladin. If you don't know what Dark Paladin is Dark Magician and Buster Blader. So this is essentially the keystone, the milestone of the deck. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned other ways. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can discard one card, negate the activation. If you do destroy it, this card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. This card gains 500 attack for each Dragon-type monster on the field or in either player's graveyard. So it's really cool. You got Dark Paladin with a different art than what I'm used to, but very, very, very cool. Awesome. So there's one more small pack. I'm not really sure what's going to be in this pack. Electromagnetic Turtle is on the top. During your opponent's battle phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard in the battle phase. You can only use it once per duel. Okay, so you can only use it once per duel, but that's a lot of Electromagnetic Turtle. Wondering where that comes from. Dark Renewal. So these must have been cards that just came about every once in a while. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Because I just looked at them. I know what they are. When your opponent this is Dark Renewal. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster, target one of those monsters and spellcaster type monster you control, then both monsters to the graveyard, then you can special summon one dark spellcaster type monster from your deck or graveyard. That's Dark Renewal, actually really cool, and I believe that is, yeah, it's like a prismatic. Very cool. We got Black Illusion. Black Illusion. Until the end of this turn, all dark spellcaster type monsters with 2,000 or more attack you currently control cannot be destroyed by battle. Their effects are negated. Also, they are unaffected by your opponent's card effects. So also very overpowered. Black Illusion. Good for spellcasters, obviously. Yugi would have used him a lot. This is cool because it's to do with Duelist Kingdom. Set sail for the kingdom, right? And that's all about the ship that they took to actually go to Duelist Kingdom. And then once they got to Duelist Kingdom, right? That's Duelist Kingdom right there. Awesome card. All of them are glossy, by the way. And then Glory of the King's Hand, which is the card that helped you at the end face Maximilian Pegasus for the winning for winning. So very cool, very cool. Well, it was for the money portion, so very cool. Then we got Slifer the Sky Dragon. Awesome. So we got all 3 Egyptian god cards, but we got Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor. Right, Obelisk the Tormentor, and you guys already know what the Egyptian god cards are. And then the Winged Dragon of Ra. I can get it. Winged Dragon of Ra. So we got all 3 of the Egyptian god cards now. Obviously, this will make very fun gameplay with the cards I currently have. I think I already have Slifer, but I did not have the other 2. So this definitely will be a little bit more of a toss-up because I use my Slifer in my Blue Eyes deck. It's a long story. Anyway, then we got Token. So essentially, you just use this card as a token, but it's a token of Yugi, Yugi. So very, very cool. Just a token card. All of them glossy or prismatic. Very cool little extra deck that they put there. All together, there's so it comes with about 133 cards. I enjoy them, and I will enjoy them, and I will like to play with them. Thanks for coming out, thanks for watching. I gotta dull this down quite a bit, but I will check you guys in the next one. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you don't know, subscribe to the channel. We play Duel Links every night. I'll catch you then.